think the only thing Paul Scholes does is to criticize. Not every one of us has to be phenomenal like he was as a player. He was a phenomenal player. That doesn't mean that we all have to be phenomenal. I think Scholes will be in the history like a phenomenal player, not as a pundit. If Paul one day decides to be a manager, I wish that he can be 25% as successful as myself, because 25%, so 50% is 12 and a half silverware, 25% is around 6. If he's 25%, he'll be quite happy.
Have you worked with or come up against a better goalkeeper than David De Gea?
Yes.
Who's that then?
Romero.
All right.
Because he plays tomorrow. And my goalkeeper is always the best goalkeeper in the world. So now David is the third best. Romero number 1, Joel number 2, and David is the third best. I read something, some quote from the worst manager in the history of the Premier League, Frank de Boer, 7 matches, 7 defeats, 0 goals, where he was saying that it's not good for Marcus Rashford to have a coach like me, because the most important thing for me is to win. If he was coached by Frank, he would learn how to lose, because he lost every game. They can call what they want. I am a professional. I defend my club, and until the moment they have a manager that wins 4 Premier Leagues for them, I'm the number 1. When they have somebody that wins 4 Premier Leagues for them, I become number 2. But until this moment, Judas is number 1. Are you saving money? No water.
Can you get some water, please?
Saving money for January.
Jose, you talked about, obviously, the 2 images about the manhunt. Obviously, I guess you feel it's not going to stop just because of one win. What stops it? Just a succession of wins?
It doesn't stop.
Nothing will stop it?
No, I don't think so. I think Old Trafford, in spite of being a quiet stadium, the pitch is big and the grass is nice, and obviously the players, they feel very comfortable playing here.
What do you mean it's a quiet stadium?
You know, it's not Portsmouth. I remember Portsmouth when I was in the Premier League, and such a small stadium, the atmosphere was absolutely incredible. In here, the atmosphere is a bit quiet, and there is not very enthusiastic, but the players, they like to play at home.
Dice hoy parte de la prensa inglesa que te ha llamado Zinedine Zidane para tranquilizarte, para decir que no quiere tu puesto. ¿Eso es verdad? ¿Has hablado con Zidane?
Detrás tuyo, pregúntale porque ha sido él que ha escrito, ese que está ahí atrás. Detrás tuyo, ese ahí. I'm telling him to ask you what you wrote. So instead of ask me...
About Zidane, if Zidane has talked with Mourinho.
Oh, yeah.
But which is your answer? ¿Cuál es tu respuesta?
Ele ha escrito. Preguntas a él.
¿Podemos saber algo del contenido de esa conversación?
Ele ha metido bug en mi teléfono. Pregúntale. I'm also training hard in the gym, so I can be an option also. Mourinho and Tuanzebe against Swansea. Sometimes what it looks is exactly the opposite. If you understand what I'm saying. You can be laughing and be the saddest person in the world, and you can be with a very sad face, and you can be a fantastic actor, and inside of you are very happy. So sometimes what you see is not what you get.
So you don't think they don't care?
I think that some care more than others.
Do you want to say who?
No.
Jose, you're now as close to Cardiff as you are to Manchester City. Is this effectively the title over?
I think we are not going to be relegated.
I agree. Defensively, was it an
Two
issue?
questions for the same one?
Quão importante é este jogo para recuperar a forma do United e mesmo para se sente alguma pressão indo para este jogo contra a Juventus?
Are there Italian
Sorry.
journalists? No.
Yeah, sorry, it's either English or Italian.
This is Portuguese.
Yeah,
no.
we can't interpret. Sorry.
Okay. So apologies for that. So my question was, coming into this game, obviously United are...
The last time I spoke in Portuguese, I was in trouble.
Yeah, no, sorry. I didn't know it was Portuguese.
So you keep trying and trying and trying and keep trying and keep trying.
Is it not a bit of a distraction?
Okay.
Now, just to finish, do you know that what was the result? 3-0.
You lost 3-0.
3-0. Do you know what this means? 3-0. But also mean 3 premierships, and I won more premierships alone than the other 19 managers together. 3 for me and 2 for them. Respect, man, respect.
No?
Good. Bye, guys.
No questions? Thank you.